it's Manushka. I am so excited to finally be filming. Wow, I've been talking about doing this for so long and I just never did it. Oh wow, I'm just so excited. I don't even know. Oh my god. Breathe. Calm down, Jesus. Okay. I should totally do that thing in High School Musical with Sharpay where she's like, I forgot what she does. She's like, nah, nah. Okay, we're calm now. We're good. I was thinking long and hard about what to do for my very first ever video, and I thought, what better than to like start with like the basics, like, you know, like a good foundation. Like, you know, when you do your makeup, you gotta put on some nice foundation. And then, you know, do your eyes all nice. Like, 'cause, like, if you just do your eyes, like, super smoky and, like, super cute and whatever, you don't have foundation, it's just gonna be like, So, I have, a little list over here for makeup tips for beginners. And I'm going to try to touch as many little subjects that I can and as quickly as possible, because I don't want this to be, like, a 50-minute video, because I can go on and on and on. I figured I would start off with brushes. Brushes have hair on them. Okay. So the thing with brushes, it's a very, very difficult conversation to have with people because it's very tricky, as it is with all types of makeup, because it is 100% personal preference. But I'm not gonna lie, you do have all sorts of influences coming at you. You have beauty gurus on YouTube, Instagram, like all these products. I know certain products, when I see them, I'm like, oh my god, that's just like an Instagram product right there, because that's all people use. And you got friends, you got family, you got advertisements, you walk into Sephora, you got the things that are right in front of your face, and then you got the things that are kind of like hiding in the background. So keep that in mind. It is personal preference, so the things that I'm gonna say and the things that other people say is just something to keep in mind. So you can do whatever you want, because it is your face, your makeup, your style. So yeah. I personally have never ordered like an expensive brush or brush set, because I'm gonna be real, I work and I save up money and I have a lot of things that I want. I see a nice shirt and I'm like, oh wow, I want it. Or I see some nice shoes and I'm like, oh, I want it. Or I want food, or I want, I don't know, whatever. Like Starbucks, oh my god, I need like a separate budget for Starbucks, because that's like it's an addiction, it's a problem. Anyway, so when I think of brushes, I don't necessarily think about going to like the higher end ones. Like, I know a lot of people talk about Kevyn Aucoin, and I know Kylie Jenner just released the brush kit for like, well, not just released, but it was a while ago. She released it for like $200 something, and I'm like, a girl doesn't have that kind of money. At least not for brushes, you know what I mean? In my opinion, keyword, my opinion, the not so expensive brushes do just as well as the good ones, or not the good ones, sorry, the expensive ones. And I think, I don't know, like when I first started doing makeup, like it wasn't even to go out in public, it was just to like play around with it when I was younger. I bought brushes from Forever 21, and let me tell you, these brushes were just fine. I had eyeshadow brushes, these like flat brushes that like pack on the, what's it called? Pack on the eyeshadow, and I used this one for inner corner highlight. It was perfect, like it gets the job done. I got a blush brush from there. I don't feel the need to spend like a lot of money on brushes, because the cheaper ones get the job done just as well as the more expensive ones. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't purchase the expensive ones if you don't have the money, but if you don't have the money to spend on that, then you shouldn't feel bad, because honestly, I got this one. I always tell my friends about this whenever they're starting out with makeup. This is Earth Therapeutics. I literally stopped by CVS. I remember the day I got these. I had a wedding to go to, and this was the first time I was doing my own makeup for somewhere like that, you know. Like for prom, I would always go to Benefit to get my makeup done, because I wasn't very good at makeup. Thank god I got someone to do it for me. But this was a wedding. This was like my senior year, I believe, and I was doing my own makeup for the first time for like people to see. Like pictures will be taken and everyone's gonna like have that memory of me forever. So I stopped by CVS on my way home from school and I got these brushes, and let me tell you, I still use these every single time I do my makeup. And I didn't spend, you know, my life's fortune on brushes. And I will stand by this, you know, no matter how much money I make in the future with my career or whatever. I'm definitely not going to want to blow all of my money on fancy brushes and things that I feel like can be easily duped, you know. Next on the list is eyeshadows. My very first palette that I purchased was the Too Faced Natural Eyes. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can see this. Yikes. Oh boy. There we go. It's the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. What it was just this right here. As you can tell, I've used like a ton of it up. Just really natural, beautiful colors for my skin tone. This was a good palette for me to start out with, and I'm really glad I did, because I literally learned, as you can tell, I used the crap out of the first row, and that's how I learned how to do my eyeshadow. That's how I learned. And also it came with like a little thing attached to the mirror. I don't think I still have it, sadly, but it was like a little like fold out pamphlet thingy, and it told you how to use each row. And it says day, classic, fashion, and it's just so cool because it really teaches you how to do your makeup. You know, you put the transition color in the crease, and then you put the lighter shade all over the lid, or the glittery shade all over the lid, then you put the brown on your lash line and outer, the outer corner of your eyes. And I just thought that was really cool. And I wasn't really into YouTube that much back then when I first started doing my makeup, so I would try to get all the palettes that had the little pamphlets in them just so I can teach myself how to do makeup. I don't know if like books on doing makeup exist. I'm sure they do, but like I didn't think of that back then. I could have easily read up on it, but yeah, that's how I learned how to do my makeup when I first started out. Really recommend this for beginners. I also really recommend the Tartelette in Bloom palette. There we go, trying to make sure everything's in focus. This palette is so nice. I have not had any other Tarte eyeshadow palettes, but this one, the blend is so nice. And as you can see, kind of has like the same thing going on as that one, except you have more of a variety if you want to do more things. So we got the white shade for all over the lid, or like a brow bone highlight. We got the transition shade. These two are my favorite transition shades when I'm doing more natural looks. So you have the transition shades, you have the light colors, you have the dark colors, you have a pop of color, you got the pinks, the dark reds, darker pink. It's really nice, and I really recommend it. The blendability on this is insane. You can literally use the crappiest brush that you have and you still can't like mess this up, because it's so easy to blend. It's so beautiful. It just looks really seamless. It looks like you just like airbrushed all of your eyeshadow on, and it's gorgeous. And I also like it. This is my favorite travel one because it has that little mirror in there. Sorry, it's really dirty and you can see my ugly ass vanity. It has the mirror in there, and this is my favorite thing to take with me when I'm traveling, even if I don't plan on using it, just because hotel rooms, let's be real, don't have nice mirrors to work with when you do your makeup. So I just kind of go in front of the window. And I like do my makeup in like the daylight with this on, and yeah. I really recommend. Next, I'd like to talk about mascara, and this is only like a quarter of my mascara collection. I have so much mascara, it's so bad. In my opinion, I don't think you need to spend that much on mascara either, unless, well, actually this could be a little biased because I do have, I like my lashes. They're really long, they're like a little bit curled, pretty voluminous already, so I don't really need that much work with it. Like, I don't wear falsies at all because I just kind of like do a couple of coats of mascara and it looks fine for me. I believe that you should do whatever you want for mascara. That's my opinion. This is kind of like a dupe for this, but this works just as well as this and vice versa. Like, I like them both. So if you want to, oh my god. If you want to go ahead and splurge on the mascara, then go for it, because everyone's lashes are different and everyone has different situations, different ways that their lashes cooperate and don't cooperate with mascara, so this one's kind of all on you. Oh my god, and then another one I really love, if you want to look like you just got lash extensions, the Benefit They're Real mascara. Oof, it makes it so long, it literally raises it to the heavens. I love it So nice. So another another tricky topic is foundation. For right now, my favorite foundation ever is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Beautiful results, does not look cakey at all. I have combination skin, so this is really good for me because I used to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This was beautiful as well. I started using this back when I had really, really oily skin, and it was absolutely gorgeous. But it was, and then as my skin, like, as I grew up and my skin started getting, like, different, like, I have dry spots around here, all over my chin, my cheeks, but my T-zone right over here, my nose, at the top of my forehead, and around here a little bit, right down there, gets a little oily. But I started using this, and then all of this would just be, like, flaky and, like, gross, but I still really love this. If you have oily skin, beautiful foundation, very mattifying. And then we go to my favorite type of foundation or base, and that is, oh my god, this is so messy. Ew, can you see that? That's so disgusting. Ew, I'm so sorry. BB creams. I love these things, especially because not only do they have sunscreen, but they have acne fighting things most of the time. Sorry, this isn't very educational, acne fighting things, but you know what I mean. They make your skin look nice and glowing, and depending on what you have, like I have one that makes it a little bit more dewy, and then this one makes it a bit more matte. But to be honest, I don't really see a difference in them. I feel like they just work perfectly for my skin, and I don't know why. I don't know if I just lucked out, or if all of them do this, because these are the only two I've ever tried, to be honest. But I think they're beautiful, especially for school, or like maybe if you're going to the beach and you really want your skin to look nice that day because you want to take pictures. Like, I don't know. But these are really nice, but you do have to set them correctly because they're not like these long-lasting foundations. They're BB creams. So they're definitely a lot thinner in consistency, and they're not as full coverage. They're completely light coverage. But yeah, these are really nice, and I recommend them if you're going for a much more natural look. If you just throw on like a little bit of highlight and like some inner corner highlight, maybe like a neutral shade on your lid and some mascara, it's a beautiful look. And then one last piece of advice I have is I don't recommend, if you're just starting out, to go on to a review video and be like, oh, that worked for her, I'm gonna go get it. Because no. First of all, we have different skin types. We have different allergies. Some people have sensitive skin, even if you have like oily skin or dry skin or whatever, and someone else has that, they might not be as sensitive as you are. So sometimes things might not work because obviously nobody on this entire planet has the same exact skin as someone else. If you do see a product that someone likes, like let's say you watch, I'm gonna go ahead and be biased. Let's say you watch Tati, Glam Life Guru. So let's say you see a foundation on there. She's like, oh my god, this worked beautifully, blah blah blah, it's worth the money. Don't go out and buy it after that one video. I recommend typing in that foundation on Google, on YouTube, on Sephora, on Ulta, wherever it is, and just kind of like scroll through reviews, watch different reviews. Under the product, people put reviews, people put pictures of how they used it and how well it worked and how it didn't work. So I definitely recommend doing that, or read up articles on it, because you don't want to spend your money in the wrong places. Money is a valuable thing for me. I'm sure it is to most of you watching this. Yeah, I would just say keep everything that people say in mind, and all the advertisements and everything. Do not buy anything based off of an advertisement, by the way. Just don't. If you see something and you're like, wow, her lashes look really nice. No. Look it up on Sephora, on Ulta, on YouTube. Do not go and spend $50 on a tube of mascara just because you saw an advertisement, because Lord knows how many professional makeup artists were there trying to make each lash look perfectly, and they spent like 2 hours just getting that look ready for that one picture. So don't do that. Keep everyone's opinions in mind. Do your own research. This video was just pretty much all my opinion, so don't go do things because I said so, or don't not do things because I said so, even though I'm pretty sure I don't have that much influence on people at all, but like still, you know. Just do your own research, be your own person. Don't follow the trends. Don't buy the Kim Kardashian contour stick just because it's Kim Kardashian, you know. Like, if you think it's a good product, if you genuinely think it's going to work for you, then go ahead. But don't buy things just for the name. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to put out more soon. And why do I always forget what I'm going to say? Okay, let's try that again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to put out more content soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, any products you want me to try out on camera and give my opinion on, if you actually enjoy listening to me ramble about things. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Bye.